In this lecture, we will understand the Huffman's algorithm or Huffman's encoding technique. So first of all, we will understand why this algorithm is used. So the algorithm is used to compress any data file, but the data file should be text file having the characters like ASCII characters, EBCD character, or any character which may include alphabets, digits, or special symbols. So after encoding the text file using Huffman's technique, the size of file is reduced. So now we will understand what is the concept behind this algorithm. So according to this, we assign a unique code, new and unique code to each of the characters. So now understand how the codes will be assigned to characters. So the characters which are occurring more frequently in the text file or paragraph will be assigned lesser number of bits, while the characters which are occurring less frequently or whose frequency is low will be assigned more number of bits. Now we will take an example and understand how this algorithm works. So consider there is a text file. Suppose there is a text file or any paragraph where the file contains the text having characters like we can assume A, B, C, E, F, G. So first of all, we will count the number of characters in the file, number of each characters. First we told that file is containing a text including these characters, and we will count the frequency or number of times each character is occurring. So suppose A is occurring 7 times, B is occurring 3 times, C is occurring 6 times, and E is occurring 10 times, F is occurring 2 times, and purposely we will take G with the same frequency as B. So take G as 3 times. The question may be asked in 2 ways. Either this table will be given, that is frequency of each character, or a text or paragraph will be given. If paragraph is given, so we will count the frequency of each of the character, and we will make a table of each unique character and with their frequency. So these are characters and this is the frequency. So this algorithm actually works based on the greedy approach. Algorithm works based on the greedy approach. So how it works? So first of all, we will take those we will make a tree. We have to make a Huffman tree, and for that we have to choose two characters with lowest frequency. Here we can see one is F and another one is B. At the same time, G is also having same frequency as B, so we can take anyone, either B or G. We can consider anyone. So we will start preparing tree. So while preparing tree, we have to understand one more thing, that the character which is having less frequency will be keep in the left child. So now we will start preparing it, F, and we will also write the frequency. We will also write the frequency of this character. So F, we have created this as a node, and another one is B, and whose frequency is 3. So here we have choice, we can take B or we can take G, anyone. So now what we have to do next, now you will add the frequency of these character and make the root node. So 2, 3 is 5. So this is done. Now after this, what you have to do, you have to delete these characters from the table, that is here, which we have considered for preparing tree, and now this node will be included in the table. May be included in any order, or we can keep all the characters or characters and node in ascending order of the frequency. So if we keep in the ascending order of the frequency, then that will help while doing the implementation of Huffman tree. So now we will make another table where A is left, whose frequency is 7, C is left, whose frequency is 6, E 10, G 3. For now we can place these characters in any order, and another one is 5, whose node name is not labeled. So its frequency here we will write. Now what we have to do next? Now we have to repeat the same procedure. Again we have to select the characters or nodes whose frequency is lowest among all. So here we are getting two nodes, G and this, which is already a tree. So after this, what we will keep G in the left subtree. So G3 is one node, and corresponding to this frequency we are having a tree. So in place of this we will make this tree. So this will become 5, F2 and B3. So two things we are having. One is G having the lowest frequency, and another one is the 5, which is a tree that we have made here. Now we will add again these frequencies and make a new node. That is 3 and 5 is 8. Now what we will do, we have to again delete these characters which we have considered, or nodes, from the table. So now we have considered G, so G will be deleted from here, and 5, this tree will be deleted from here. Now what we are having next? Now see, A, C, E are left. A, C, E are left, whose frequency is 7, 6 and 10, and one more node having frequency 8, and node is actually tree. We can give some label to these trees, or we can remember just. So now again what we have to do, we have to repeat the procedure again, and we have to find out from the table that which are the characters having lowest frequency. So here 7 and 6, A and C, frequency is lowest in the table. So here we will make a separate tree, that is for A and C. So C will be on the left hand side, C6 because its frequency is less, and A will be on the right hand side, its frequency is high, and we will add up these frequency and create a new node. 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. Now what we have to do, we have to delete from the table. So what we have to delete, we have considered what, A and C. A and C we have considered now, but at the same time we have included 13 in the table. So we will include E10, and we are having another tree and new tree with frequency 13. So you can give some label to these trees, that is T1 we can give, and T2 we can give some name. So T1 is this and T2 is this. So again we have to repeat the procedure, and we have to prepare a tree, and here we can see that T1 and E are having lowest frequency, so we will keep T1 in the left hand side. So T1 is this tree, that is 8, G3 and 5. This is F2, and right hand side is B3. So this is T1, and next we have to select E. So E will come on the right hand side, E10. So we will add up these frequency in 8 plus 10 is equal to 18. Now this is prepared, so we will delete E and T1 because we have just now drawn tree for E and T1. So we will delete E and T1 from the tree. Now we are having, we can label it to T3. So now we are having two nodes, that is T3 and T2. T3 and T2 in the table. So we can just write down T2 and T3, and whose frequency is 13 and 18. Now with the help of these T2 and T1 we have to prepare a new tree. So T2 obviously will be on the left hand side, and T2 is you can see this node. So T2 will be on the left hand side. So we will prepare 13, C6 and A7, and this tree will be on the right hand side, right child, 18, 8, E10, and then left is G3, right is 5, and left child is F2, and right for 5 is B3. Now add up these nodes frequency. So 13 plus 18 will be 31. So this tree is now drawn. Here we can see 31 is the overall frequency, 31. That is, we can write it here. 31 is the total frequency. Total frequency, or we can say total number of characters. Total number of characters in the text or file. Text or file. After this, we will label the tree and find the code for each of the characters. So for labeling, we have to note down that left branch of each node will be assigned 0 code. Left will be assigned 0 always, and right branch will always be assigned 1. So according to this rule, we will label this tree. So left is 0, right is 1, 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. So we have labeled the tree, and after that we have to find out the code for each of the character. So for finding a code, we have to traverse the tree from root to that character. So for example, for C, we can see to reach C, we have to traverse this 0 0. So code for C will be 0 and 0. And after that, code for A, we can see code for A is 0 then 1. So it will be 0 1. After that, we can find G code. So to reach G, we have to traverse from the root. So 1 0 0. So 1 0 0. G. After that, we can find out E. In any order we can find out, but we have to find out code for all. So E, for E it is 1 and 1. You can see 1 and 1. After E, we can find out code for F. So code for F is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Similarly, we can find out the code for B. So code for B is what? 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1. Now we can observe these codes. So first thing we can see from here that code for each of the character is unique. So we will also write this. Code for each of the character is unique, and this is obvious, it must be unique. And any of the code is not prefix of any other character's code. You can see if 0 0 is there for C, so any other character's code cannot start with 0 0. Similarly, you can see, for example, if E is starting with 1 1, so any other's character code cannot start with 1 1. Because why this is required? Because if there is prefix of any character's code to any other's character's code, then there will be ambiguity. We can understand this. For example, if code for A is suppose 0 and code for B is 1 and code for C is 0 1, and suppose there is a code encoded यानी in text encoded code is 001. So how this can be represented? So for first 0 we can write A, for second 0 we can write A, and for 1 we can write B. So one decoding could be this, and another decoding can be for first 0 we can write what? A, and for second 0 and 1, second and third 0 1 we can write C. So there would be ambiguity. So this is required and must that any character's code cannot be prefixed for any other's code. Now next question is what we will do for these codes. So suppose there is some text A, B, E, G, G, F, and we have to encode it. So what we will do, using these character codes we will encode it. Like for example for A there is 01, second A 01, like this. B, for B we are having 1011, 1011. Similarly we will encode this text into binary, and after that, because we are having unique code and we cannot have prefixes, so we will find out the maximum string and match with these codes, and we can decode to the plain text or original text. Plain or original text. So now we can see that how Huffman codes are useful and helpful. So here we have seen that we were having 31 characters in our file, 31 total characters, and suppose we are using ASCII code to represent these text or file into computer. So at the same time assume that we are using ASCII code to represent each of the 31 characters. So ASCII code may be using 7 or 8 bits. So assume 7-bit ASCII is used. So total number of characters or bits, total number of bits that would be used to represent 31 characters will be 31 into 7. So this would come to 7 into 1, 7, that's 21. So 217 bits will be required if we are representing the text using ASCII code. But if you are representing the text, same text, using Huffman code, so how many bits will be used? So for this we have to find out the frequency table. We have to check the frequency table. So this is the frequency table, and from frequency table we can see A is 7 times, B is 3 times, and number of bits. So here we can write the number of bits, that is for C we are having 2 bits. We can keep then see this. This is code and this is the frequency table, and here we will do the calculation. So here we can see for 7 age how many bits will be required. For each one A we require 2 bits. So for 7 age we will require 7 into 2 bits. For 3 B's how many bits? Because 1B requires 4 bits, so 3B require 3 into 4. Similarly for C, for 1C 2 bits, so for 6C 12 bits. For 10 each, 1E require 2, so 10E will require 20 bits. and for F, 2F, F is requiring 4 bits, so for 2F it will be required 8 bits. For 3Gs, for 1G 3 bits, so for 3Gs 9 bits. So we can sum up 14 plus 12 plus 12 plus 20 plus 8 plus 9. This comes out to be 75 bits using Huffman. So how many bits we have saved? We have saved total 217 minus 75. That is a large, sufficient amount of bits have been saved while representing only 31 characters. So assume if file is big and characters are frequently repeating, so there we can save a lot of space. One more point is there that when we should use the Huffman algorithm. So just now I told that if Huffman codes are useful only if characters are generally repeating. So if characters are generally repeating many times, then it would be more beneficial.